So the vision that I wanted to share with you was from September 8th, 2021. I feel like it's a pretty quick, short vision, but I tend to draw on it quite often, and so I pray that it's something that you can continue to use as well. So in this vision, I was like walking up kind of this never-ending staircase, and it was this almost like an elevator where it was just like every time you take a step, then another step would come, but the staircase was floating, or at least it was like uneven. It was either on water or in the air or something. It wasn't just like a regular staircase, and so it was like you were like trying to take a step and then you would wobble, and you try to take your next step and you're just kind of wobbling all around trying to continue to find your balance as you were climbing up the staircase. But what was interesting was eventually I kind of got it. I found my balance, that every time I would take a step and I would like come into contact with the step with my foot, all of a sudden that step would just snap right into place. It wouldn't wobble, it wouldn't move, it was firm, it stayed in place, and so then like you could rest your foot on it, and so then like from there I was able to take another step, and then at that step would stop moving and it would find itself, just absolutely firm and not moving. And so it was just really interesting. Like, it's just like a perfect visual for me of feeling like every single time you take a step out, every single time you take a step towards something, that like that's where God's going to meet you. And I know for me personally, I struggle with taking steps forward because I don't know if I'm going to make the wrong choice, or what if I mess everything up, or just those fears and those anxieties. And so I really feel like this is a good reminder that God will meet you when you take that step, that you don't, this wobbling back and forth and feeling so off balance, like your clarity and your peace comes from, as soon as you're taking that step, the Lord meets you right where you're at. And that's where, like your world just becomes, peaceful again. And so I really wanted to share that word with you, because I know it's been really impactful for me to remind myself that sometimes you just have to take a step, even if you don't feel ready, even if you don't feel qualified, even if you're scared out of your mind. Like, I know the Lord is going to meet me right in that moment of me taking that step. So just a good reminder that when you take that step out, I am proud of you, God is proud of you, and it is probably the bravest thing that you can do, is to just actually take a step forward, take a step out in whatever direction it can be, because then you will find clarity. Then you will, find what your next step is, and it gets easier and easier and easier. But sometimes that first step, or those first couple steps, can be so hard and so scary. But that's where your peace will come from, and that's where your clarity will come from, and we can rest knowing that God's got us, and He's already made the perfect plan for us. He's gone before us, and He's cleared the way, and so we can go and we can follow Him. I just really pray that encourages you, like it has encouraged me.